We are live. So excited to be here with Jackie today. Jackie is one of our students in our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy, and she's doing incredible. So excited to have you here, Jackie. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, thank you so much for having me today.
Yes, absolutely. So we'd love to hear more about you. Can you give us an introduction?
Yeah, so I've been a nurse for actually over 15 years now. I was always ICU. I started working as a CNA and then, put myself through nursing school, worked in the ICU setting, and then I was really sick of actually seeing people end up in the ICU. So I became a primary care NP. So I'm an FNP. And I was one of those that were affected by, the COVID. Like my journey kind of changed and shifted a little bit. So I ended up in education for 2 years after I got my NP degree, just because I literally couldn't get a job like for what I went to school for, which felt like a detour at that time, but it actually has been a huge blessing because it really allowed me to learn how to teach people and work with people really well and create curriculum and programs that really are like life-changing for people. So, and now I work in primary care setting. I just recently changed my like daytime job for myself. So I was in, a traditional primary care role, still kind of doing that in a sense, but I'm actually like an in-house NP for a facility. So trying to like help the whole facility to like achieve certain outcomes, prevent like complications, hospitalizations and readmissions. So far it's been really good though.
Amazing. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing with us. So incredible, all of your experience and your background. So I love it. So when we first started working together, I'd love to hear where you were at and where you wanted to go.
So I just started the academy in September of this year. I literally had like just all these different ideas and these visions for myself, but I really didn't know how to like put all those pieces together. I actually had a lot of visions for doing some sort of either like mentorship program because I love training people. I've trained like literally hundreds of nurses throughout my career, as well as like lots of NPs. So just how to kind of, make that into like a business where it's like structured and I could actually work with people very like one-on-one or in like small group settings to have really more impact. So I just had all these like visions, but didn't know how to put anything together. Like I have no business background, so no idea what I was doing in terms of how to create a business, how to market a business, how to get clients, how to talk to clients, no skill set in that whatsoever. So that's why I actually joined the academy, is because I'm like, this I think is going to be, I want to go all in on this and I want to be successful in this. So I need mentorship and help to know how to do that in a structured and sustainable way for myself.
I love it. So incredible, everything that you have accomplished so far. Can you share some of the things that you have created and accomplished so far?
Yeah, so I created a business. I have created a website and then just all of those, all the things, like I created a program. So I wrote a program to, really be customized to being, helpful to nurse practitioners. That's kind of my target audience that I like to work with and I'm currently helping. And then just learning marketing strategy and how to talk with people. I probably made like 2 Facebook posts ever before joining the academy. And I'm still not posting as much as I know I need to be, but I also like need to respect my own time capacity. So, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, just learning how to like be on social media platforms. And I don't know, I think the biggest thing kind of shift for me with the academy, honestly, is my own like mindset. Not that I ever had like poor self-esteem about myself, but it's kind of like that imposter syndrome, right? Like you don't know that you can actually do something, and then having the support and the structure in place for me to actually like, no, you can do this. And in my own head, mentally making that shift and really learning how to believe in myself and stretch myself to learn the skill sets that I don't have in terms of business models and so forth. So that's actually been like a really exciting thing for me. And outside of even business, I have had so many positive things in my own personal life. Like I just see things differently in a more positive lens than I did a couple months ago. And like, I'm really excited just because, like I said, I started in September just to see where I continue to go with that. And I feel like it's just the beginning. And yeah, I'm really excited about it.
I love it. Yes, this is amazing. Everything that you have accomplished, it's just so cool to see. You've set up your business, you've created a phenomenal program, you're doing marketing. I know your LinkedIn is doing very well. You're having a lot of success there. So that's been really fun to see you grow as well. And I love so much that your mindset has grown tremendously. You know, the way that you think and how much you believe in yourself, like your confidence has really grown. It's incredible to see. I love it. And what are some of your favorite parts of the academy?
I think the challenge for mindset work, and I think that the fact that the academy is very structured to from day one, hating to be working on mindset, which is not something I would have ever expected. It was like kind of like, why are we talking about mindset work so much? Like, but I do see the value and importance in it. I really do now, after now doing it. And I'm very grateful for that opportunity to grow for myself as a person. And I think as I continue to grow, I think it's just going to like lead me to be able to do a better job at like helping the people that I get to serve at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I could like model that to them. Like, one of the things I work on in my program is actually imposter syndrome, which is a really big thing for both nurses and nurse practitioners alike. But that's like one of the biggest kind of trigger points for NPs that I talk to. And I think in me doing my own growth work, I'm able to help them through that. And yeah.
Absolutely. I love that so much. As we grow ourselves, we're able to help others grow. And with that personal development, mindset, mental conditioning, it's so important. So I love that you've loved that so much and you've grown so much from it. And I'd love to hear, you know, what would you say to someone who is thinking about joining the academy, but they're just not sure. They're kind of scared to jump in. What would you say to them?
I think that like I was afraid for 5 years. Like I said, I had all these visions and I mean, it's 5 years lost, you know, and I can't get that time back. So I think that we all have like, I feel like God gifted visions that are given to us. And if you are on the fence and you're having like these visions, like just believe in yourself and you definitely can do everything that you're wanting to do and actually more than you even envisioned to do.
Yeah.
And it's pretty spectacular. I know that kind of investing in yourself in a big way is scary, you know, just because it's sometimes uncharted territory. But I also think that, like, if you do things exactly the way that you're doing things today and you don't challenge yourself to be uncomfortable, you are always going to have like the same result on repeat.
Yeah.
And kind of like my biggest thing is, you know, when I was kind of like on the fence, like, oh, should I do this program? Should I not do this program? I'm like, 5 to 10 years from now, if I look forward for myself and I did not make that leap, I would never know. And I would always like look backward at that decade of my life and just say like, what the heck? I'm like, I'm either going to fail, but at least I know I tried, or I'm going to be crazy successful. And I actually think that I'm going to be the latter. Like I just, I'm very excited and energized about the program that I have and the work that I think that's in store for me to do.
Absolutely. I love that so much. And it's true, right? Like we have these God-sized visions that come to us. They're our calling. And we know in our hearts, like this is the direction we need to go. And so it is an investment for sure to, you know, take that leap and bet on ourselves. But it's so incredible to see what can happen. And like you said, more than we could ever imagine is possible for us. And I agree with that 100%. Because there's been so many things that I could never even imagine that, that I could be where I'm at today with my business, and same with so many of our clients, and just the progress that's being made. And, you know, like you said, we can't just stay in one spot and expect things to be different, right? We have to take
Mhm.
action and do different things for a different result. So I loved everything that you said right there. Um, how do you feel now compared to before we started working together?
Like I somewhat know what I'm doing. Um, I'm still learning a lot. There's still like a huge learning curve with lots of things for me. Like everything is new. So I think learning how to master the skill set to be able to grow in the ways that I want to grow, and just making that like on repeat. Like you have to be repetitious to become very good at something, and that's I think true for literally everything in life. So I think I'm kind of in that stage where I've learned some of the skill sets, so it's just now like consistently applying that and being like repetitious about it.
Yeah, that repetition, that consistency is everything for success. Absolutely. And I'd love to hear what you are most proud of yourself for accomplishing so far.
I think well, that's I think confidence is probably one of the biggest things. This shift in mindset for myself. I'm proud that I have allowed myself to be uncomfortable in certain ways, and I've challenged myself to grow in a deeper way than I ever envisioned myself growing. So I am proud of myself for that, and I'm proud of myself for just taking like that step forward. Um, I've created a program, I've created a business, I've set that up from a legal standpoint. I have a website. Like I just have like all the pieces are coming together, and then just even all the resources that the academy gives you that just can build on that. It's just exciting to like learn everything and then apply everything, and then actually just like reap the rewards for what you're doing. It's
Yeah,
very exciting.
I love it. Yes, I love that you're so excited about it. And it is so fun to learn new things and apply them and experiment and see how things go. It's a lot of fun. And
Mhm.
we would love to hear more about your program. Can you tell us about your coaching services?
Yes, I work with nurse practitioners that are either new in practice or making a transitional shift in their practice. So, students that are in graduate programs, like 6 months out, and then kind of that transitional phase where you're studying for boards, and you're soon to be graduating, or recently graduating. Like working with those individuals, I'm very good at. I've been doing that for a while before I even set this business structure into place, but now I actually have like a formalized program that I could like help somebody walk through that. Like when I went through that for myself, it was very, very stressful, and I didn't have a mentor the way I wanted a mentor. So I want to be that person that gets to help that other person just walk through all of those difficult transitional kind of questions. And I've worked with a lot of nursing schools doing preceptorship previously, and I just feel like a lot of the schools, it's like the students have the same questions on repeat. So it's like I really found a need. Like these questions are very important, and actually can be career altering for nurse practitioners. Like things to think about in terms of how to negotiate a contract. I am not a lawyer, but just things to think about, like how are you going to go into this workplace to really protect yourself and protect your energy so you can do the best job and show up for your patients, and that could be a sustainable practice. Time management skill set, like I teach that. AI is a whole new beast that we have accessibility to. So teaching people how to actually utilize that ethically, and setting up different templates and things that are really like time saves. And then I love helping people because I mentioned before I was a critical care nurse previously. I'm really good at teaching how to put those pieces together for complex cases. So it's not just, I don't only help primary care NPs. It's very universal. That's like the awesomeness of the program that I created. Like I have things in place. So if you're wanting to do, cardiology or any other specialty, like I have a program set up to like teach that person of how to build structured things in their own practice, in their own specialty, in just ways that just make their life easier. And teaching NPs of how to walk into a room confidently and giving them that 5-year vision of what this can look like and teaching them how to be a leader in practice. So lots of things that we cover in my program. It's 6 months long, and I do one-on-one sessions with people, and that's kind of how it's built out right now. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on everything.
Thank
You
you.
are incredible. Like you're such an incredible mentor for so many. And I'm so excited for all of the future NPs who come into your program and have that you didn't have, like so life-changing for them. So congratulations on all of your progress, like everything that you're doing. So great to see you, Jaclyn.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And we'd love to hear what you love the most about coaching.
The change that you get to see in other people. So it's really a rewarding experience to help somebody to really get to that next level and to be that support person and that person that they get to bounce questions off of, to help them to just like level up their own dreams. And as a profession as a whole, I think that I'm really influencing change and betterment for like the patients, just in a generalized sense, by helping nurse practitioners to work on their confidence and build their skill set and doing things that are preventing them from burning out as a caregiver, to their patients. And I just love, seeing people be happy and like transition in a good way in their practice.
Yeah, I love that so much. Yeah, it's so fulfilling to see, and it definitely affects the patients for sure. And where do you see yourself going from here? What is your vision for the future?
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, I had spent a little bit of time as an educator, and I really found joy in doing that. And I love teaching on different clinical topics. So in addition to mentoring, my vision is to actually create continuing education courses for nurses and nurse practitioners. And the programs really kind of complement each other. Like I'm doing mentorship and we're touching a little bit on like the clinical piece, but then the coursework that I'm going to be able to offer is going to really like hone in and be more, meticulous in certain areas to help people to feel empowered and really feel comfortable in practicing and treating patients appropriately.
Yeah, this is incredible. So phenomenal, the work that you're doing. I love it so much. Where can people reach out to you? How can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, I do have a free Facebook group that I would love for anybody that is in, an NP student or anybody that's interested in just getting support as an NP. My free Facebook group is called Nurse Practitioner Mastery. And then I'm also very active on, like you had mentioned before, on LinkedIn. That's probably the best place to message me is through my LinkedIn profile, which I can be found under my first and last name, which is Jaclyn McFeeters.
Perfect. Amazing. Well, congratulations on everything. Thank you so much for being here today, Jackie. I'm so proud of you and so incredible the work that you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Take care. Have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.